Noel, 1-1 here at Bolton. You're on the board for the season. How's it feel?
Yeah, listen, we're delighted with the point. It's a tough place to come. They pride themselves on this being a fortress for them, and it was in terms of they kept batting, they kept on knocking on the door, but we defended at times really, really well. We looked really more in sync, and I'm pleased to the point.
Bolton dominated the first half. How important was it though to keep it at 0-0 at half time?
Yeah, it was just a couple of things. We started the game quite well and our pressure was really good, but then they got out once or twice and we kind of dropped off it a little bit and had a little bit of a wobble. We fixed it at half time. We like to think we fixed it at half time in terms of getting ourselves a little bit higher up the pitch in terms of when we can press the ball or when we have to sit off and just take the pressure. But we had that 15-20 minute spell in the second half where we got a bit of a rhythm, we got a bit of belief around the goal. I thought the subs came on were really, really good, and we didn't stop fighting no matter what. The boys, every one of them didn't stop fighting from the first minute to the last, and I'm proud of that.
I think the goal came in the 6th or 7th minute of the second half, and following that there was a bit of an onslaught from Bolton, and Reading had to ride some choppy waters there, but they did so and kept themselves in it, and it paid dividends.
Yeah, this is it, and this is part of the game. Some of the young boys have to learn. It's about staying in the game in them moments. Again, like Joel said in there, we've had 3 deflected goals in the last 3 or 4 games, and if there's no more, the bad thing is coming free. So hopefully that's the last of them. But also then we can do more about getting up to the ball and blocking the shot at times. But in terms of that choppy waters, we just defended as a team, as a unit. Not just the back four, but the whole team. And we settled it down. Then we got ourselves a bit of a rhythm, a bit of a foothold in the game. And the point is pleasing.
And as a manager, you must be pleased as well. The impacts that the substitutions made, not just on the goal scoring, but it changed the ebb and flow of the game.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, look, we're still a young team, a new team, and we're trying to find the right combination of formation and system. But I thought Mamadi, Ben, Andre and Matty, when they came on, they were superb. And that's what we need. We need everyone that we have that are available on them days to show up and be counted, and they did.
Talk to me about Andre Garcia. He got his first senior goal in the Cup last Tuesday, first league goal tonight as well, and celebrated in style.
Yeah, listen, I'm delighted for him again. The kid's 17. He's a revelation. He's a great lad to work with. I thought his legs stopped working after he scored, though. He forgot the game was still going ahead, so I had to get him to scream at him to go back and defend at times. But we said just come on, and if you get in the box, just find a little bit of magic or a combination to get a shot off. And I said to him that you've got a chance of scoring here, so make sure you're in and around it. He done great. Again, I thought Kelvin Nates tonight was really solid coming back into the team after a couple of games, and that's what we need. We need to be solid, and we need to be reliable, and we need to have boys that can come on like they did and make an impact.
No Kelvin Ehibasha man this evening. What's up with him?
Yeah, he felt his groin obviously after the game last week. Felt his groin, so we had a scan. So he's going to be a couple of weeks. But listen, it is what it is. We have to make sure that we prepare for the next game now. Kelvin can get some recovery and treatment, and we get him back as fast as we can.
Is that further pressure at the top end of the pitch?
Yeah, listen, it's great. I thought Mark was a real player at times tonight. We had a good conversation at half time when Joel has the ball, what he's needed. I thought he competed a lot better second half. Things dropped down around him, and he was a part of making the goal. He was a thorn in their side, and he's getting better. That's the biggest thing, and he needs help. Simple as that. We know that. He knows that. We've had a great conversation the last couple of days, and hopefully we can do some business over the next week or so to get somebody in.
We'll come to that in a second. I want to talk to you about Derek Williams, first league start for him, and some real authority and experience back there.
Listen, he was great. He was great from the first minute. I could hear him right from the first minute to the last. I could even hear him screaming through all the people for the last ball, Derek's ball. Great header. He's a man. He understands the game, and we're lucky to have him.
Now the window, this is what the fans will want an answer to. Will there be signings before Wycombe?
Hope so. Although with the schedule of games, it's ridiculous that we're here on a Wednesday night and we've got a 4.5 hour trip back, so the boys won't get into bed till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, some of them, and we go again on Saturday. But I'll be on the phone tomorrow. I know Joe will and Bryce, so fingers crossed.
Well, safe journey home.